do not speak to you anymore.
Grab the wall, wiggle like you tryna make your ass fall. Hella thick, I wanna smash 'em all now.
If you're new around here. In this video, I'm going to try and go for the Diablo 4 Platinum Trophy. Diablo 4 released on the 5th of June 2023, and the guide says it's 150 hours. 150 hours, an 8 out of 10, and requiring 2 playthroughs, one on softcore and one on hardcore. You would have to do it on both characters for another trophy, but other than that, everything's pretty straightforward and nothing's really missable. Now, there's only 26 trophies in Diablo 4. Does that make it easy? Not necessarily. The game is a bit of a grind, and there are some freebies along the way, like killing 666 of different types of enemies. Now, that alone is 5 easy trophies that are just given to you because that's all you do in Diablo is kill shit, bro. Like, that's the game. Now, we were enjoying the game quite a lot in early access, so we decided why not get the level 50 in hardcore trophy first. So, we decided to embark on an adventure as Hardcore Emma and Hardcore Doug. I decided to roll a Barbarian and she went Sorceress. And we made our way into a dungeon where we met the Brood Guard. And this is where I found out probably the worst fucking boss to go against when you're melee, because I was getting rocked.
I'm in danger!
Now, the boss is constantly shooting out webs and basically getting you stuck if you go into them. I obviously got stuck and died, but my wife sat there for like 10 minutes kiting the boss around and actually killed it, bro. Like, what a beast. She actually sat there and killed the boss, didn't die. This left me on my walk of shame as I created a new character and would have to then level back up towards 20 so I could be caught up to her again and we could continue our journey to level 50. Now, everything was going great. I was already going through the levels really quick at the start, and then she was going to help me as well just to power through everything. So we partied up, and this is when I realized, dude, the bosses and the enemies aren't the hard part of the game. No, it's playing a Blizzard game, because it wouldn't be a Blizzard game without dodgy ass servers. So as we're here, dude, this just hurts to watch, bro. Like, watching back, my wife literally killed that spider after kiting it for 10 minutes to get fucked by a Hellion, bro. She completely lagged out and they just took her to the bone zone. God, I wish I was a Hellion. Now, unfortunately, since she died as well, she joined me in re-leveling. So here we made Hardcore Dick and Hardcore Vag. Yeah, I'm not really sure where we're going with that. But things were looking great. We decided we won't do any dungeons because the bosses were too risky, and we just kind of do things in the overworld. So life was pretty easy for Hardcore Dick and Hardcore Vag. We were just adventuring, killing shit in the open world, and then I decided, you know what? We should do the Cellars. What a fucking idiot.
If I could turn back time.
Well, I think that was enough hardcore for me for a while, so we went to the softcore character and decided to start progressing the campaign, since there'd be a trophy for the campaign as well anyways. And while doing so, I always play a rogue in these kind of games, because like Rogue Master Race. But I managed to get a rogue related trophy for killing 50 distant enemies as well as 50 close enemies, and each class would have their own respective trophy. Now, I spent the next 2 days just focusing on completing the campaign, just leveling as I went, maybe a few side quests here and there, and just pretty much get the campaign done, which gave us another trophy. With the campaign out of the way, it felt maybe like the open world has opened even more for us. I was able to check out some content like world bosses now, so my wife and I ran over to a world boss spawn, and we got ready for battle.
Hadouken!
And unfortunately, outside of world bosses, the only other real content you can do on the open world is Hell Tides, which are basically these areas that become overcome by demons, mobs and mobs full of them. And these mobs will drop aberrant cinders, which is a currency in the area to open up chests. And once you get 1,000 of them, you also get a trophy. We continue that dopamine rush of getting trophies by creating an incense and popping the trophy for making an elixir and an incense. While I push for the level 50 trophy, I also upgrade my gear along the way and pop another trophy. Now that we're level 50, I decide to grab all of the altars of Lilith. There's 160 and they give you a permanent buff. With all of the statues out of the way, I realized, you know what, we've almost discovered the whole map, and we can also grab a quick trophy by using the Barbarian's Berserking ability. So we grabbed the Barbarian's trophy, and then we discovered that last bit of the map. Now I did run into a small problem. I really wanted to play Diablo 4, but I had to edit a video. So my boy Sherb, Para, and Chris said I could just AFK at the front of a dungeon, so I made an alt barbarian just for fun, and I just got some levels on him. It was really cool. Shout out to the boys from the Discord. I appreciate you guys. With my newly leveled barbarian, I decided to add some aspects on the gear, and I got a trophy for adding 10 of them. After that, I decided to jump back on the hardcore character, which is my level 25 necromancer, and I have a necromancer quest. This will allow me to sacrifice or use minions, and it'll unlock my final minion. So I decided to knock it out real quick because that'll be beneficial while we're leveling. And speaking of leveling, that's exactly what we did. After the tragic loss of Hardcore Dick and Hardcore Vag, we were on our third attempt and we wanted this to be our last attempt. So again, she ran Sorceress and I decided to go Necro. I went a blood type build just for survivability, and we just ran the same quest dungeon all the way to level 50. Was it absolutely mind-numbingly boring? Yes. Yes, it was. But I had my wife there with me. So you know what? It was all good. What we would do is we would run the dungeon, leave the dungeon, sell our item or loot, and then just reset the dungeon and go back in. We would just do this over and over until we would hopefully hit 50.
Very nice. How much?
Now we take a break from hardcore because my friend was actually able to hop on, and with the time zones we had to kind of utilize that. So us three all got together and we decided to tackle Elias. Now defeating this boss would unlock the world tier 4 of Diablo, and that gives you 200% bonus XP. Now getting 200 extra XP while grinding to level 100 could be the difference of you bashing your face onto the desk until your keys just completely pop out of the keyboard. Like, what's going on, bro? Chill. But look, we wanted the rewards and we knew there was a risk involved, but we kept trying. Unfortunately, we kept dying, and then we decided to make incense and potions just to be that much better. However, we were still getting rocked. We really needed to dodge a lot of the mechanics. His fire moves were hitting like crazy. We're also 10 levels below the recommended level for this. Now, I wish I recorded all of us because honestly, this was such a fun and just exciting moment. Like, yeah, we were dying, but we were slowly getting better and better and getting his health even further down. And it was just fun. Even if we were losing, it was fun. But after focusing on the ads, making sure we avoid the fire and dodge the fireballs from the succubus, we finally killed him, and it just felt so great to have world tier 4 unlocked, and that we just had like a fun challenge before us. I mean, yeah, we could have just grinded the levels and been the recommended level, but I'm glad we didn't because it actually provided like a really fun experience for us. You know it's love when they both put up with you, because man, I did some stupid shit when we're running dungeons. I'll be clicking on this well. Nope, cursed well. Then all you know is all these enemies, damage resistance, just going crazy on us. We're not able to kill them because the dungeon's like 15 levels higher than what we are. And yeah, we died. I don't know how they never kicked me out of the group. After my friend had to log out, we decided to go back to the hardcore, continue our grind through the same dull-ass dungeon to hit level 50 together, and finally put an end to another grind and get a gold trophy out of it. Trophy! True Perseverance. Level 50 on the hardcore. Look at us. We look beast. Sheesh. You do that now?
No.
I'm pissed. No.
true.
She might not have said it, but we can take our revenge with PvP and get another trophy. And I'm so lucky I got to keep her ear. I log back into my necromancer, and for some reason it pops the trophy for summoning 100 skeletal minions, and all I did was log in, so I think it was dodgy, but either way I got the trophy. Since we ended up getting that, I decided let's just go get the druid one really quick, which is just for killing enemies in bear and wolf form, and a nice easy one. And this is actually where I start getting addicted to hardcore. I make these elixir of death evasions, which last 30 minutes, and if I were to ever take enough damage to kill me, it would instead save my ass for 2 seconds and I can get out of there. So I started making these and then farming dungeons to level my hardcore. I wanted to get my hardcore high enough to start running other people through hardcore who didn't want to do it and help them get the trophy as well as just play hardcore. I was really enjoying it for some reason. I mean, going through dungeons, leveling my glyphs, fighting Blizzard servers, all of it. It was just fun. I mean, hell, I even did my first world boss on hardcore, which was a bit intimidating, but we got there in the end. Also, he's like the best boss. I just love his aesthetic. However, I saw this build on Druid, which was basically infinite tornadoes, and you were just in werewolf form, and you were literally just steamrolling dungeons. And I thought, wow, I would love that instead, because then I could easily run people through for their trophies and do it at a faster rate, which helps them quicker and also gets me out of there quicker. I didn't want to re-level to 50 again though, however, so I found someone that could help me. Unfortunately for him though.
Hey, bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet!
So unfortunately, the dungeons have a chance to spawn the butcher, and he didn't have his teleport on the right bar, and it actually cost him his hardcore character at level 85. It really sucked, but press F for him, boys. So unfortunately, I gave up on that idea and instead continued my necromancer, getting his renown to max so I would be even stronger when running people. And then I started running people. I would do like a capstone for someone and bam, 3 million gold. Or even some guy, 50 million gold for just speedrunning his last act in hardcore. Dude, that took like 40 minutes and I got that much money. I don't even know why that's even exciting, because the money in this game is fucking useless. You know what is exciting though? After all the butcher kills, I finally got his cleaver to drop. I was so excited and then I saw it. Jesus fuck, man. It's bro, like it's a kitchen knife, man. There's no way Blizzard looked at that and thought that that was it. Don't worry though, thankfully they eventually changed it because, oh man, that triggered me, dude. This next trophy was related to the Tree of Whispers. You have to do these quests or these like side objectives to get enough to then get a cache from the tree. And there's a 1 in 3 chance that you'll get the cache you need, which is a cache of chaos. And then you need 10 of them for the trophy. However, apparently there's a glitch where you can drop it on the ground and keep picking it up, and that'll count towards the 10. Well, I only had to do it 1 because I did so many of them, but it saved me from doing 1 whole one, which was great. And again, I was just having a great time playing the game. I didn't think anything would stop until I realized that that trophy that I just got would be the last trophy I get for 1 month, 1 week, and 6 days before what I would like to call Judgment Day occurs.
Diablo 4's new patch accused of being the worst in ARPG history.
Now you see these articles and you go, oh, worst update in history and things like that. Like, that's a bit dramatic. But then you see these kind of interviews and like you just see out of touch they are. Like the excuses on why their game is bad, bro, instead of just taking the L and doing better.
Everybody loves candy, right? And so but you can't have candy all the time. And so that's one of the hard parts about managing, is that sometimes there's a little bit of medicine and you need some sugar to go with it, right? And
Do you have any idea what's going on outside?
Judging by your outrage, I'd guess someone's having fun.
because it's really about, you know, we're making the game for player joy.
You're a liar! You're a liar!
But sometimes they have to have a salad. They can't have ice cream for dinner every night.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean, get off my car before you flip it over, you fat fuck.
It's just crazy to think one patch can absolutely demolish your game's morale and make people quit. Like, my wife and I were really enjoying the game, and then just all of a sudden we weren't. Hi, Diablo.
Did you miss me? Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, ride 'em, cowboy. Oh,
I forgot. You're broken. I don't want to play with you anymore.
So what does this mean? The platinum journey's over? What's going on? And then a miracle hit. Oh God, not the seasonal announcement in general. Like, I don't give a shit about that. But no, in the season, you would be able to unlock these ashes, which would then give you buffs. More importantly, like, let's be honest, all the other buffs are dog shit. But that one buff there, the bonus XP, that's the important one. This would mean we could create a seasonal character and finally push for level 100 and getting our platinum trophy. There was still hope. So we started to grind. We grinded our way through the battle pass, doing all the journey things, basically any task we could find, to then further progress, get the ashes, and unlock XP bonuses, while also using our potions to constantly have another 5% XP. However, by the time we made it to about level 75 to 80, we were already kind of over it again. I mean, you do the same dungeon over and over from level 50 to 100, it gets really fucking old, man. That's coming from someone who plays old school RuneScape. You know, the game where you level by just clicking a tree over and over. And I play an Ultimate Iron Man. We can't even use a bank or anything. I literally play the game on the longest grind possible, and this is still boring. However, we were blessed again. Due to a sale that Diablo 4 was having with 25% off, they also decided to make that weekend 25% bonus gold and XP. That news alone was enough to make us crack down and really push for 100. So we grabbed some snacks, we hit a line, and then we got to work, boys, grinding our last 20 levels. Level 90. Now all that was left was to wait for my friend to hit level 100, and then we can all three kill Uber Lilith together and pop our platinum at the same time. Bro, I thought you were pranking us. When you messaged us, I was like, damn, he got good at Photoshop just for a joke. Don't go to his portal. If you use his portal, stop going in it. You better exit.
Like that.
Like, what's going on? Alright, did you guys make incense? Like, nah. What the fuck? What, did you guys make pots? Nah.
I did critical strike. What is this?
Like, stop. Like, what? It was a nightmare dungeon. Like, stop, bro. Like, what? She didn't even notice. She just hit accept. She said, hell no. Yo, this place looks crazy. Like, are you seeing this place right now? Like, yeah, bro, I'm in here with you. Like, what? So yeah, we didn't really have a game plan. We just sort of went in there and tried to do our best and just try and learn the mechanics as we went. And yeah. Oh, don't go outside. Don't go outside of the circle. It's insta pump.
Yo, how did I die?
Yeah, you guys got to stay inside the circle.
Did you kill us by going out of the circle?
No. Wait, you guys didn't? Oh, really? Maybe. Did you guys not go out of the circle as well? Oh no, she went out of the circle. Did you not go out, Wheels?
I didn't.
Oh, Wheels didn't go out. It takes you all out.
I died.
You died already? Pathetic.
Wow.
We're getting close. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
He said what? I think. Oh, our strat is all wrong.
We didn't get to the strat. The fuck?
Oh, here we go. This is Lilith.
Wow.
Wow, he died
The circle
already. Like,
spawned on me.
oh wow, circle spawned on him. He always has an excuse. Isn't that crazy? So remember how Paris said you have to run like a shit ton of nightmares?
No, I'm cutting one shot. You need another mechanic.
Like, stop doing that. All right, so clearly we didn't know what we were doing, but after some research, we figured it out. As you can see, in Diablo 4, there's these things called aspects, and you can put them on your gear, which imprints those abilities onto that said piece of gear. So once you have that, you can put it on the piece of gear that you need, But the thing is, you actually need a different build for Lilith than what you've been doing for the Nightmare Dungeons. So that means you're going to have to redo your skills, redo your Paragon points, and your aspects. And thankfully, Blizzard doesn't let you just go straight back to the beginning of the Paragon board. No, you have to go all the way to the very end of it, take off each node individually, and then if you ever come across a path that is fully connected and you're not sure which one to disconnect, you have to sit there and try and disconnect the right one. Well, super easy and not a pain in the ass, right? But then there's also glyphs, and as you can see, level 21 is the max level for glyph. But let's say this glyph called Canny is actually the one you want to use on Lilith. Well, then I have to run Nightmare Dungeons for about 6 hours so that I can level it up to 21 to completely max it out. It's roughly about 6 hours, and there's 5 different glyphs. So that's... Thank you, Blizzard. Now, this isn't the ending that I wanted. I wanted us three to be able to tackle Lilith together, but we're not going to do Nightmare Dungeons again, man. Like, I'm so over the game. I put in over 400 hours into this game, and just to even attempt the boss, like, they don't even make that fun. I'm not really sure Blizzard plays their own game. I don't understand the logic behind 20 to 30 hours just to spec into one build, just to fight one endgame boss, to even have a shot against them viably. It just doesn't make any sense to me, man. So anyway, shout out to Quentin Turner for the run. He ran us through, and we ended up finishing and getting our platinum, all three of us together. And there it is, boys, a prime example of why I always say it's not about the destination, it's about the journey and the friends you made along the way. Because my god, the destination in a Blizzard game is fucking dog shit. So, we do what we do best. We delete the game, we got the platinum, we don't ever have to see it again. Now, it does suck that we didn't get to get the platinum trophy together like we had planned. I wanted to challenge something like Elias, how we fought him 10 levels earlier, and we felt really good after we learned his mechanics and then beat him. But of course, the end boss of D4 is just gimmicks, and I just don't have time for that. However, I do hope that you had a great time on this video with me, and if you did, why don't you leave a like on it? It does help me out. Or if you're one of my real ones who made it to the end of the video, why don't you leave a comment below that says,
"Arise, my champion."
Thanks again for watching, and other than that, let's go ahead and jump to our Patreon and YouTube supporters. Peace!
Banger.